Carlton Town TV, sponsored by Aerocom UK. I'm John Bryson. I'm with one of today's goal scorers, Ash Chambers. Also, after a goal today against Boldmere St Michael's, a hat-trick in the week.
Yep.
Along Eton United. Good week for you. Let's talk team first. Your view of today, Tuesday and today's performances. 8 goals scored, 1 conceded. Overall view, please.
I think Tuesday was fantastic. The lads were right at it from minute one, running, working hard for each other, playing some decent football on a heavy pitch. And like you say, to score 4 goals is great. And then personally to score a hat-trick is great as well. I think it's been not a long time coming, but I've had chances to do it throughout the season, and I'm glad it came then, because it was a big result. And then today, a game of 2 halves really. Obviously, Boldmere came here with a game plan, as they would in the position that we're in, but getting the first half out of the way and then reassessing at half time, I think that was big. And then we came out in the second half and really put a toe down and showed our quality.
I've got to go back to your first goal in midweek, because when you came off and I said, well played, I said, lucky. Because the first one, I think you ended up having to go wide, you felt you'd overdone it a bit.
A little bit, yeah. I think my initial part was obviously Clarkie's closed it down and it's gone over the top, and I've tried to get a decent touch, which I did, and I felt that I had the opportunity to go around the keeper, but then there was a touch involved in there that didn't quite push me that way, but it sent me a bit wide. And I think that's where, in that moment of chaos, I can find some calmness weirdly, and I managed to find a little gap and slot it in, so that was nice.
Well, it's 8 goals last 2 games. We've got a plus difference in the 20s. Yeah, I know we're going well, but we never take anything for granted. In fact, Tom Brookbanks was saying that to me a few minutes ago. Your personal view, let's talk about your season overall before the club. How do you think your season's gone? Because you had niggles of injury at the start, didn't you?
A little bit, yeah. It was a little bit. I started off pretty well, and then I picked up a little knock that kept me out for, must have been 3 or 4 weeks, I think. And then since then it's settled down, and I've got on top of things. I'm feeling in good shape, and like you say, the goals are coming, but the wins are coming. I'll trade goals for wins, to be honest. I know that sounds a bit cliche, but genuinely will, because I still like to win. If we don't win, then it ruins a Saturday night, if I've scored or not. So yeah, it's been okay so far, but still work to do.
Now, got the other end of the pitch, our goalkeeper Felix. We were 3-0 up, 1 fantastic save, 4-0 up the second one. It's fair to say it's a squad performance this season. 18, 19 of us pulling the weight together. Plus your coach. Is that a fair comment?
Yeah, 100%. I've come off and Felix has made a couple of more good saves, and I said it's the only game where you win 4-0 and your goalkeeper's man of the match, and I genuinely would give it to him, because he's made 3 unbelievable saves. And I love it more when we get clean sheets for the boys at the back and for Felix as well, because obviously it is a team effort to get them, but it's nice as a pat on the back for them boys. So.
Do you find the pitches overall, I mean, I won't ask, I know how old you are, I'm not going to ask, but the older you get, do you find these pitches this time of year a bit heavier for you individually, or just the same when you're 25?
Yeah, they can be. It's obviously, I was a little bit faster and a little bit sharper when I was 25, but no, they are heavier, but it's the same for both teams, as everyone always says, and you just have to get along with it. You know that it can bring mistakes, and it's just about being sharp in the mind as well for when opportunities arise.
Well played this week, and let's keep this going through the season. Always a pleasure, Ash. Always a pleasure.